Hi, welcome to Adulting with Novia. I'm Novia, and today I'm going to try and walk you through my process for planning for quarter three. If that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. Hi, hello, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. If this is your first time here, please go ahead and click that like and subscribe button right down below. If you're a returning viewer, hello again, welcome back. Please go ahead and click that like button. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let me tell you what I'm trying to do today. So today is what? June 20 something. 27. Today is June 27. So by the time you're watching this, it should be the 29th. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do right now is plan for quarter three, as much of quarter three as I possibly can. And that includes like all aspects of my life and goals and things like that. Like that's really what I'm trying to do, because every quarter I try and do a capture session. It's a concept from Getting Things Done, and I had a trigger list from my notes from reading the book a couple years ago. I kept notes from it, and it's in this book. It's huge. Hold on. This guy, it's huge. If you are an OG Instagram follower of me, you will recognize this book because this is where my reading notes live. And yeah, see the trigger list. Like, if you can see, like, it's extensive. Like, you have one for professional life. Oh God, it's still going. Okay, still professional. And then he gives you one for personal life. And it's super detailed, which I absolutely love and enjoy because it helps my ADHD brain remember things. Because I guess one of the things that I guess comes with HDD sometimes for certain people is the thing called object permanence. So if I don't see it, I don't remember that it exists. and the struggle is real with that. So I like having something like this around when it comes to helping me remember and trigger and capture important things that I need to know or to do when it comes to my life and when it comes to planning things. So see what I mean? Like, this is a very extensive list. Oh, this is a different chapter. This is a very extensive trigger list. So what I thought, instead of busting out this big thing, is I actually printed out at a free printable from Brown Plans on Instagram, and she provides a much smaller condensed version of a trigger list compared to the super duper detailed version. But now that I'm looking at the two together, I kind of like my super duper detailed version better because I mean, it really does have like every single possible trigger within each category. So like, because let's see, financial: bills, banks, loans, taxes, insurance, rent, mortgage, home savings. Financial: bills, banks, investments, loans, taxes, budgets, insurance, mortgage, bookkeeping, accounting. So really the only thing she kept out is kind of like the last two, but home is like a lot. Family, pets, health, training, supplies. Yeah, I may end up I'm gonna use both. And I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna use this first, but if I come up with nothing, I'm going to refer to my reading notes for the Getting Things Done trigger list. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use both. But I actually printed this off in A5 and I never cut it out because I think what I want to do is to print it on vellum for my quarter three setup, and more than likely put it on the inside of the cover of the book I'm going to use. So that's what that is. So the supplies I'm going to be using when it comes to capturing everything, like having a capture session for quarter three, is a trigger list. Obviously, I'm going to be using the note section in my Stalogy. I have a host of my outliners and Tombows and a pencil and a pen and whiteout. I'm also going to need my other two planners. So my budgeting system here, and then this Hobonichi Weeks Mega is the one that, you know, I converted for my passion, YouTube, me creating my journals and planners and things like that. That's what this is for. So I bring those out, and also my iPad because I need to see my calendar because that's like my first line of defense when I am scheduling appointments and things. It immediately goes into my calendar because I don't always have time to like bust out my planner while I am at like the dentist and writing down appointments. So my first line of defense is always my phone with my calendar app. But before we go through all of that, let's review last week's Hobonichi Weeks spread that I tried to do in my Stalogy. So here it is. I tried. I really did. So I don't know if you could tell by the end of that video, but I quickly realized that this layout is not my jam. And I'm pretty sure you guys knew, if you watched the full thing, that you realized that I was not stepping in that Hobonichi Weeks. No, that Hobonichi COUSIN-IZE. And I'm sticking with my Stalogy here. Like there was no way. Okay, here's why. So for the weeklies, I mean, it's nice because it's condensed. So when I use my little character stickers and my icon stickers and such, it looks super full. It looks like full, which I realize is like a thing that all planners love. Like they love when, or we love, because, you know, I'm part of you too. Like we love when a spread looks dense and full because it looks like we're super busy, or we feel like we're being super busy when it looks like that. But the columns are too narrow for me to write. Like I just can't do it. Like it's not I felt cramped, and it just, no thank you. I can't, and I don't write small enough for such narrow columns. And then on the bottom I tried to do a note section, which I originally tried to keep within the columns, and then eventually I just erased them and just said, why the fuck? And then I tried to do what I do at the end of every week and kind of have like a little pre-planned section for the next week. But yeah, I mean, my Alice there probably would have looked better if I had did it the right way. Like for some reason I like if I put my tasks over here, my days of the week over there. I don't know why I did it that way. Don't ask. I don't know. But yeah, so it's not that I'm opposed to vertical layouts, because if you've looked at my previous monthly flip throughs, I use vertical layouts all the time. It's just a matter of space. It's too narrow for me. I'm not about that life. But I tried it. I determined what works for me and what doesn't, and the freedom of the Stalogy is what I crave and what I need. So, and this is literally the first time in years that I have not had the itch to buy something new. Like usually around this time I am just like I've already given up on my planner system that I came up with in January. I've already started looking at other things, watching YouTube videos, and see, I have nothing. I have zero desire to change what is working for me. None. If I get bored, I can change my layout at will to whatever layout that I wish to have or that I need that will work for me. So yeah, I mean, we gave it a shot. I'm sorry to this layout, but it's not for me. Now, moving on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this page, because I'm still in the notes section, to this page right here. This page right here. It's blank. Actually, let's just take this out, shall we? Let's take this out, because I need I need space. There's so much going on in this cover. Put that up there. All right, because I need space. So here on this page is pretty much where I'm going to do a capture session. We're gonna go in order of each of these sections. I am going to use my super duper detailed getting things done capture section notes in the event that I cannot think of anything for these, because as you can see, there's just a lot more under each category, and go from there. Because when I do these sessions to help me figure out what my goal should be for the month, what important tasks needs to be done, any projects that need to be done, and where I can fit that within the schedule. But first, all right, so family. Wait, where'd my pen go? You know what, let's use a friction so I can erase. We're gonna use my Frixon, my Pilot Frixon clicker and 0.07 or 0.7, 0.7, yeah. Because it's erasable and I don't feel like using a whole bunch of whiteout today. This is my Tombow Mono correction tape. So let's try it. So let's see, family. Doesn't have to look pretty. I don't know if you noticed, I don't have gorgeous handwriting or even gorgeous calligraphy. It's a little suspicious, but I do my best. So it says family, projects, and activities. So let me think. I'm also like gonna have to like review what projects and activities I have when I originally set this up. Those are wish lists. Spring cleaning, summer projects. So here I have a section for summer projects, and then I wanted to work on my nightstands, paint bedroom lamps, clear out understairs closet. That's gonna be a beast. Kitchen drawer bracket, and start winter knitting. So there we go. Let's do that. Let's see. So nightstands. Bedroom lamps. Understairs, the Harry Potter closet. And what was the last one? Winter knitting. Now I'm gonna double check and see what I can find in here. So according to my notes here, it says projects started, not completed, projects that need to be started, or projects that has to do with other organizations such as service or community, like community service, any sort of service, spiritual organizations, so churches, things like that. So that's what they consider, or that's what he considers projects. If you're not familiar with the Getting Things Done video, I'll provide a link down below to the book and where you can buy it, because it's actually quite valuable. Children. So all right, I'm going to go through all of this whole list, and come right back to you guys, because it's extensive and I don't know what more you could learn from watching me doing this. I'm literally going down each list and coming up and hoping it triggers something for me to do or having to do for next quarter. So I'll be right back. All right, hi, welcome back. So it's been about almost an hour since, we last saw each other. I know for you it's literally a second, but for me it was an hour to do this whole capture session here for quarter 3. And in it, I just documented, appointments and things that I needed to remember, projects around the house, when I need to change my water filter, because that's something I always forget. I also have some stuff regarding my child's health, community, commitments, financial goals, and things I need to do. Leisure, where I marked down all the book releases I'm anticipating, Music I'm anticipating, movies I'm anticipating, and mostly it's true crime documentaries because that's what I like. I like what I like because when I read books, I like mysteries and thrillers. So it makes sense. Hobbies and things that I want to do, any travel that I want to do during this quarter, anything I want to do for personal development, communications I need to remember to do sometime within this quarter, things I want to do to my car, maintenance-y things, items that I'm waiting for, errands that I'm gonna need to run sometime during this quarter, and events that happen which which culminate in birthdays and when school starts and vacation time and stuff. So why did I do this? I did this because it's very easy to forget little things. I think your brain can only take so much information before it starts purging information. So it's like for one thing that I put in, something else goes out. And doing this, even on a monthly basis, not just on a quarterly basis, doing this on a monthly basis will help you remember things and help these tasks stay fresh. So that way you can actually remember to do them, plan to remember, or even to remember to plan to do them, to make time to do them. So that's why I do these capture sessions. Now from this, I created a little kind of like quarter 3 pre-plan layout here. Now this may look familiar. This is like a 3-month setup. This is something that I actually did at the beginning of the quarter when it came to my goals here. I like it the way it looks here because it's so tiny and cute, but I did not use this layout in the way that I actually anticipated I would use it at all. I don't think for me anyway, I don't think this layout actually is a good layout when it comes to, I don't know, goal setting? I don't know, but I think it's a perfect layout to actually keep track of, or not even keep track, for pre-planning. It's a great pre-planning layout. I'm trying to pre-plan my whole quarter. So I'm not just doing it on a month. So that way I can figure out what my goals should be for this quarter, what my priority tasks should be for this quarter, and what are some priority dates in which that I need to remember to make sure I apply them to my layouts in the upcoming months. Now, why would I do this at the end of this book instead of at the end of this Stalogy instead of just doing it in my new Stalogy that I'm going to be using next week? Because I don't need it in my next one. What I'm going to do as soon as I finish this video and as soon as I finish this layout is I'm going to take a picture of it on my phone. I'm going to take a picture on my phone because this is going to be archived and it's going to be put away in theory. I think last time I always end up keeping them out for like an extra month because I always have things in here that I want to reference back to. But if I do what I'm supposed to do with this upcoming quarter 3 setup, then I will have transferred all the important information from this book to that book successfully, so I won't have to keep it out of where I archive it on my shelf. That's the goal with this. So what I did here was I created this 3-month layout, July, August, and September for quarter 3. And right here, I'm trying to get it so you can see it as best as you can. I created a key. That's what the mile liners are for. I assigned each event on here a color, and I'm just gonna dot it. And the reason why I do that is so that way I have a good idea of how I'm going to plan things around those dates. So basically when I'm going to be recording my YouTube videos, or when's the best time for me to run these errands, buy certain items, things like that. That's why I have this key right here for this layout. Over here is basically like, this is going to be like an overview of important events and things from this calendar. So basically it's kind of like this setup where I have like my monthly over here, dots representing certain things, key down here, and then the schedule. So that's what this is kind of this is the vibe that it's giving. This is what it's doing. Over here, I'm going to try and put like my goals, and down here some priority tasks in order to meet those goals. So yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is open up my iPad. It's over here in the corner, opened up to my calendar app, my iCal, is that what it's called still? iCal. And I'm going to dot out all the important events that are happening in here, and then we'll go from there, because once I do that, then I'll be able to see if there is anything from this capture session that I can fill in the blanks to apply, you know, around those dates. So appointments for me, appointments for my kid, paydays, when I plan on posting YouTube videos, any important federal holidays, and then I also put bills because it's important. That's when this guy comes in. So I'm going to fast forward through this part, or probably transition out and come back, so that way this video isn't like 8 million years long. I'm doing my best here. Now I have this here, and then over here in this overview, I'm going to put down what most of these mean. The bills I'm not gonna do, and I'm not gonna write down the YouTube ones because that's kind of obvious, but all the important appointments and events I'm going to do. So first off, I guess we can write overview here. So now that I have finished this part, this is the overview of the major events and appointments that I have in my calendar thus far. That does not mean that I'm not going to get additional appointments as the month goes on, but right now, these are what are in my calendar at the moment. And now that I have all my dots set up and my keys and what it means, I can look and see when I have free time to actually plug in some of these projects and appointments and errands and things from my capture session into my calendar for like during Q3. So that way I know what I have to work with, right? So overview's done. Now I'm going to work on probably my top 3 goals for Q3. And then from there, I'm gonna go back in my capture session and write down what my priority tasks are going to be for the month. So my top 3 Q3 goals are going to be basically save $2,400 over Q3, make myself a priority, and to complete all my home projects. So that means my priority to-do list is going to include steps that I would have to take in order to make these 3 goals happen. So let's see, how many weeks do we have? I want to say 13. Yeah, there's 13 weeks. So if I break these down as one big majorly thing to do a week, then maybe this won't seem so overwhelming. Like, some of these involve habit building, because I want to start a new face routine with new products, because Fenty Skin isn't really doing what it's supposed to, isn't giving what it's supposed to give. So I want to try different products because my hyperpigmentation isn't going anywhere. I also want to start a new vitamin regimen and actually stick with it. So that involves some research on my part. I also want to start a mobility regimen. That just seems like a whole bunch of starting. But if I break those down into like, start one new thing a month, maybe it won't seem so overwhelming. But I know my priority to do is find new doctors, like, which is going to be a total pain in the butt. So the only new doctor I don't have to find is an optometrist. I'm high-key aggravated about it. So find new doctors. Vitamin regimen. What was the other one? Vitamin regimen, skincare routine, which involves me doing some research and mobility. The $800 a month. How am I going to do that? What is that? $200 a week? Save about $200 a week. I need to increase pay without working overtime at work. It's burning me out. And complete all home projects. Jesus, how many home projects do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to come up with a better, create a better cleaning routine. I find when I create routines, it's not me starting them. That is, no. What is it? Is it? Yeah, it's not me starting them that seems to be the issue. Like, I can start them and I can keep it up for like 2 months. But after that, I just quit. Is anybody else like that? Like, is it just me? Because I don't understand how I can consistently do something for 8 weeks or even 10 weeks and then just give up on it. I don't understand. Like, because they say it takes like 20 something days to create a habit, but obviously my motivation to keep a habit is not, it's not a thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I can do it for almost 3 months. I can do something for almost 3 months and then I just say, nah, I'm done. Like, I'll take 1 day off and I'm just like, nah, forget it. I'm never doing it again. So my problem is consistency when it comes to sticking with the routine. Like, I just, nah. I figure like 10 weeks is like enough for you to create like a habit for life. It's not like at all. So any other, I really do need to take this shit to IKEA. It's been here since friggin' March. But the problem is that friggin' inflation happened. It's not even inflation. Like, gas prices are too damn high. Everybody knows gas prices are too damn high. And it's not even because of inflation. It's because of greed. And I'm fucking tired of it. So it's like, I'm going to drive all the way, like an hour and a half away to IKEA for $100 return and burn like $80 of gas just to do it. Okay. I want to start all my winter knitting presents. So in order to do that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and assign, I have what? 1, 2, 3, 5 months. I'm not a fast knitter, so I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. If I can just do my kid stuff in July. Then I'd feel gravy. Because I'm doing hats, mittens, and scarves. So if I can just do 1 for each kid, that's 1, 2, 3, Jesus Christ, 4, 6 kids, I'm gonna die. Like, I literally have to do like 1.5 kids a month. Or 1.25 kids projects in a month. Okay. No pressure for me. No pressure at all. Okay, I marked that down. I do need to schedule a well checkup for the kiddo. Because she's due next month. Goddamn animal shelter apps. This animal shelter application thing has been on my to-do list for the past 2 quarters. If I don't, this will be better be the first thing that I do in July. All right. Financial, save $800 if I put, which is average about $200 a week, or $400 per paycheck because I get paid bi-weekly. I need to find a way to increase my income by $1K a month. No pressure. Anything that has to do with leisure? Not really. Paint. Oh yeah, knitting is leisure. Leisure. If I'm paint, I really haven't painted in a while, so I really do need to. I don't know. I just feel like I need to have a creative outlet or something, because I haven't painted in quite some time. Like, I don't think that I'm spectacular. Like, I'm no great artist, but it's been such a long time since I painted, and I really I want to. Plus, I need decor for my house, and most of the things that are hanging on my walls are things that I painted. Okay, you're not gonna go back in there, fine. Personal development. I do need to look into either classes or something when it comes to video editing. I want to become better at that. And I want to read 48 Laws of Power. I've had it forever. Apparently it's a good read to some. To others it's just rude, but I want to read it. But when I put it under personal development, that means it's a book I want to take notes on. So we'll see. Communication, I need to call my mom. Fair. Transportation, clean my car, figure out what the squeaking noise is, replace wiper fluid. All right, that's a priority thing. Check levels of all my car fluids. Check fluids and freaking clean it, because it needs a really good vacuum. I'm waiting for an email from someone. The IKEA return. I did all my events. Oh, I do need to put down that this H&M coupon expires on the 3rd. That doesn't seem like something super important, but it's a really good coupon, and that's where I get my work clothes from. So when they have my size. So yeah, like, that's important for me to note. So my projects, I have what? I have 3 house projects, 4 house projects. There's a lot of house projects. I have 4 house projects. I think I can get away with focusing on one of these a month, because some of these are going to take longer than others, like clearing out the Harry Potter closet. Does anybody else have a Harry Potter closet? Like a closet that's like so full of crap? I call it the Harry Potter closet because it's literally under the stairs, but it's so full of stuff that I need to go through. Like, we don't have enough closet space in this house where we live, so that's kind of become like the go-to, like, shove whatever random stuff you possibly can in that closet and we'll deal with it later. Like, I need to go through that. Like, ugh. And then my daughter's closets. Her closets are kind of in the same situation, except it's all her crap. So I need to do that. And kitchen cubbies. So yeah, I can probably do one of those a month. But all right, so here's where I'm at. This is where we are. So when it comes to, I think I should find a way to actually mark down the days that I work, because I work overnight, so there's no way in mortal hell that I'm going to be able to do things every single day, because since I work overnights, I have to sleep. Like, it's really difficult to sleep. Okay. So I never plan like any serious appointments on my work days because I have to try and get sleep wherever I can. Okay, so those are work days. So I can figure out when I can schedule all these projects. So for July, I have here, this is a good time to do a project. So the 25th and 26th. And Sunday's a coma day. Like Sundays are no bueno. I do nothing on Sundays. Like that's me recovering from all the lack of sleep I get throughout the week because I work overnights. No thanks. It's my coma day. So the 25th and 26th. The 4th and the 5th will actually work too. So the 4th and the 5th and the 25th and 26th, I can actually, do projects. So let's see. Let's knock out a home project. I think I'm going to devote July to my Harry Potter closet. August, I'm going to dedicate to my bedroom projects because most of like the nightstands and the bedroom lamps, it's my bedroom. So August I can dedicate to that because I have like vacation time, so I should have the time to do that. And then, so that knocks out 1, 2, 3 things. And then September, we can knock out my daughter's closet because it's something. And that'd be great because then I'll have a 3rd paycheck that month, so I should be able to buy storage solutions for her. So at least that's figured out. Yeah. That's sorted. This is all sorted. That I put that. That I put. Well, wait. When can I do the car? Car cleaning I can do on Independence Day weekend. So, where is it over here? Car cleaning, check fluids. So, the 4th and the 5th, we'll do it that weekend. Schedule well checkup. I can probably do that as soon as possible. I can do that online. That shouldn't take long. Create a cleaning routine. Eesh. Okay, Jan. My vitamin regimen. Find new doctors. That's gonna take. Let's do this the week of the 11th and the 12th. Because I feel like I'm gonna be doing research and on the phone damn near all day with that one. And then IKEA return. That's definitely going to be an August thing. July knits. Gee, what's going to be August knits? Who do I have? I think I have Kaya's. Okay, so figuring out these things. All right, is there any other project in which that I am that's fine, that I feel like I'm missing? For the most part right now, no. Okay, that's it. That's all. All right, so I feel better. I feel okay. So this is the finished layout. I have over here, I have a 3-month overview of July through September for Q3. My little keys over here that's telling me what these dots represent. And also here is an overview for important dates. Also when I am like how I'm scheduling my home projects, how I'm scheduling my knitting projects for Christmas gifts. And my top 3 quarter 3 goals are here. And then priority to-do lists to complete those 3 quarter 3 top 3 goals. Like this is there. And all of this information I came up with because I did a capture session. Say that 3 times fast, please. A capture session. Using this trigger list, this condensed trigger list at Brown Plans on Instagram. See, there. You can go check her out yourself. And my bigger, more detailed trigger list from my reading notes that's in my journal from getting things done. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask down below. You know I'm always around and willing to answer questions for you guys. Yeah, I'm just, it's a lot. And that's not even everything because, you know, July hasn't even shown up yet. But yeah, so this is basically how I get my quarterly plan down. So that way I'm not running all willy-nilly. This is my quarter 3 pre-plan session. Let me know what you think down below. Okay, that's it. Whew, I'm so glad. One last reminder, if you are new here, please go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and the little bell ringer next to it to be notified when I post new videos. Technically, it's been happening every Wednesday. Sometimes I, post bonus videos when I'm feeling a little spicy. That's completely up to you. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. I completely appreciate it because, it helps me give this boost in this algorithm. Also, please click that like button if you, enjoyed this or if you even learned anything from this. Just hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. All right, until next time, thank you for joining me. Bye.